Hi everyone, my name is Leah Urena, and today I will be giving you guys a small glimpse as to what market research is. So, for many businesses, it's easy to identify customers but not know what the customers need. By using market research, they can identify how customers feel about the product and or service or even their buying behaviors. So, it is best to come up with a primary research question so that every action in the market research process goes back to answering that objective. So some examples include of how do customers rate our product or service against our competitors? How satisfied are our customers with our product or service? And the list goes on. So it may take a while to come up with the primary question. So brainstorming and washing out multiple questions at first is a good practice. So marketing research can be done in two ways. We can use secondary data or primary data. To start off with secondary data, this is used when the answer for the research question can be found online using databases. This is the easiest and least expensive form of market research. So some examples include the US Census. So although this is updated every 10 years, the information that is provided is the most reliable since it covers most of the US population. Also, the NRF is a good source for businesses that are in the retail industry as it covers many economic trends. In addition, we can use primary data. So this is primarily used when the data needed to answer the research question doesn't exist. So this is a little bit more expensive and a little bit more time consuming, but it is worth a shot if that information is not out there. So the data can be obtained in many ways, but here on the slide, I included three examples. So surveys are the most popular, but when conducting a survey, it is very important for the questions not to be too long and for the questions to be directly linked to the primary research question. There are many free tools out there. My personal favorite are Google Forms and SurveyMonkey. These are extremely reliable, very anonymous, and many businesses and academic institutions already use these tools. Another example are focus groups, I should say, just because they are a really good source and it basically is a one-on-one interview a business person has or a marketer has with a consumer to gain consumer insight. Finally, data can be gathered through an observation, which can be used to identify consumer behavior in store or online. So, Mouseflow is a very great tool that works in person. It basically works as a heat map that identifies the most popular places where consumers are in the store. If it's online, the business can use specific cookies that can show consumer behavior. So, a personal example of market research is my experience through Startup Quest. So, during the 2-week course, a group of entrepreneurs and I came up with an inventory management Android mobile app and had to conduct in depth market research in order to gain consumer insight and understand what our market was. This only took less than 2 hours, so it's easy for real businesses to conduct this research as well. So we specifically used secondary data because we were on a time crunch, and again, it's very inexpensive. We came up with the list of competitors, the segments we were targeting, our market size, and even an insight on potential consumer behavior. So, to give a little background on the image to the right, our research questions objective was finding market size. So we use the census in order to find how many firms there are in San Diego, how many of those firms are potentially using Android operating systems, and how much in retail sales San Diego makes. So this gave us a huge glimpse as to what our market share could be. So thank you guys again. Market research can be an easy and very inexpensive process because there is a lot of data out there that can help a lot of small businesses and nonprofits meet their objectives. So back to you, Julius.